Hi, everybody. Sherry Leopold here, and I am so excited to bring you a wonderful woman of worth. And I'd like to welcome Helen Harwood Snell. Welcome, Helen.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Congratulations on being a 2024 WOW Award winner. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you so much. I'm excited as well.
So, I would love for you to share, if you would, with the people watching, a little bit about what you do, Helen. It's quite extraordinary.
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity. So, I have started calling myself more recently a language alchemist. And that is because I mix a real blend of creativity and storytelling with the science of communication. And so I'm able to come up with the story that makes you the standout entrepreneur that you are and convey that in a language that really connects with the audience with specific use of words and avoidance of other words that actually really connects to the specific audience that you need to cater your message to.
I love that. And the reason it speaks so much to me is because I love and I'm always excited when I learn things that like, "Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing." And I love it that you're an expert in that. And I've actually trained with you, and I can say that you are amazing at that. So, I do wanna ask you to share also, what is it to you personally that it means to be a woman of worth? What does that mean for you personally?
Hmm. You know, the timing of you asking me to step into this award was really quite perfect in my life because to me the whole idea of being a woman of worth is understanding my own worth, and it has taken me a long time as a woman and as an entrepreneur to step into that and really trust and believe in who I am.
I love that. And it's interesting because I think sometimes people think that whether confident woman or somebody who knows her worth means that they've not been through anything, right? Like and it's actually really the polar opposite. It's usually the ones who've been through the most who understand that fully. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I think, one of the examples I used to use years back when I taught Sunday school was, if you look in the Bible, God always picked the people that were messed up.
That's right.
Right? And I think that should be a message for everyone. We are, we're broken, we're messed up, we're whatever, and you do the best you can with what you've got.
Absolutely, and you keep moving forward, which is a definitely a hallmark of WoW warriors is
Yes.
they move forward, scars and all, trauma and all, anything that they've been through, it just doesn't make them bitter, it makes them better, and I love that, and I've seen that, on your journey as well. So, I would really like to ask you, if you would share a pivotal moment for you or a challenge that you faced on your path to that finding your worth that you so that somebody could be inspired by your journey.
Yeah, I would have to say, as I've been working more recently this year with a coach who has really aligned a lot of my personal trauma, my personal life with my business. And what I've realized is that I carried this idea of not having value so much from having a broken marriage, not something that I was proud of. Having failed at other business opportunities that I invested time and money into, and it left me with this mindset of actually not having value, not being successful. And it took some really serious work and some not fun exercises, I will say, to get through to what was really holding me back from stepping forward in my business and embracing this value of who I am.
Oh, how amazing. So I want to ask, what impact do you want to make in the world with the platform that you share with your language alchemy?
I love that you've asked that because it actually kind of has 2 points for me. One is I my passion in the world is to actually spread harmony. I think there's so much discord in the world, and I think through clear communication, we can. That's the only way that we can actually step into more harmony, whether it's in our personal relationships, our business relationships, whatever that may be. And the second part of that is because my communication is really tied back to its very early roots with my special needs daughter. I also want to be able to raise up the community of special needs adults in this world by sharing their stories. That's a kind of a passion project that I have, that I'm embarking on the side. And that has always been in the background for me. And I finally am finding uh, stamina and the desire and all of those things culminating together to actually start putting that project together.
That is so exciting, and what a beautiful project. And not just to help inspire your own child, but to inspire that entire population that their story matters to. How amazing.
Absolutely.
So I would like to ask, because obviously people are seeing what an incredible woman that you are. What woman has inspired you, or women, or have been a role model for you in your life, Helen?
So you're going to find this to be a bit of a backwards answer, maybe, than what a lot of people give, but I have been inspired by my two daughters. My oldest daughter has the soul of an old woman. She always has. And she has been way ahead of me on her healing journey. And I've learned so much from her in that to, face the things that I need to face, and show up in the way that I need to in the world, and say yes when I should say yes and no when I should say no. And I've learned so much from her on that. And my youngest daughter, who has special needs, has taught me to view the world in a very different way, and I'm just so blessed and so thankful for both of them.
Oh, what a beautiful. I that is amazing. And we don't play the comparison game here, so it doesn't matter, but I think if it was an unexpected answer, it wasn't unexpected for me, just so you know. I'm not surprised, but what a beautiful answer. So I want to talk a little bit about, I talk a lot about self love, self worth, self value, how we talk to ourselves in a society that is so like out of proportion, like hating on people, hating on ourselves. What would you say that how would you encourage another woman who was, will take you back a few steps? How would you have encouraged yourself, I guess, to actually recognize your own worth? What would you say to her?
I think even from the work that I have been doing, helping people find their story that they're sharing as an entrepreneur has been a really great kind of guidance for me in pardon me, in showing women that you are your best when you are yourself. There is so much out there in terms of comparison, in terms of, again, if I go back to business, even in show up on social media like this person does, or if you're in network marketing, you need to fake it till you make it like your upline did. I just find that has so much pressure on people that we I think that leads to a lot of the anxiety and depression and discord that we see in the world because we're trying to be someone else. So I just want to encourage everyone to show up as you are, because, as Sherry says, you are an unrepeatable miracle. Um, no one else can do what you do. No one else can do your work the way you do it. Even if you're in a very heavily populated industry, it doesn't matter. You bring yourself to the table every time. And as an entrepreneur, especially, if we can just embrace the value of who we are, we're going to attract the clients who want to be with us. We're going to attract the relationships of people who want to be with us. It's so important to just own yourself with all your quirks, all your problems, your, extra little flab under your chin, whatever it is, own it, because it's who you are and you're the best.
Yes. That's amazing.
I knew
I
you'd
was
like that one.
clapping in the background. Ah, yes. And you know what? So well said. And of course, well said by the language alchemist. So that doesn't surprise me. So I know that people have been wildly inspired by you, Helen. I know I have. And I've also learned so much from you. How is it that people would connect with you and so that they can learn how to be that great storyteller that you are?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, all under the name of Helen Harwood Snell. I do a live every Tuesday where I interview entrepreneurs. Sherry, you need to be on my show. And then we actually build a story for your business out of that. So that's a really fun adventure that I've gotten into. Probably about a year ago, I started it on my own. And this year in January, I started inviting guests onto that. Um, yeah, I think those are the best places that you can find me. And of course, my website, there's a story challenge. I have a free story challenge available that you can learn more about storytelling on your social media. And of course, there's a storytelling basics course, and I'm available to help you if you want me to do it for you, if you're not a do it yourselfer. So, all the
I
ways, all the
love
things.
I love that. See, you gotta have variety. And you know what? The thing that I can tell you is anything that you do, if you are in business, and it doesn't even have to be in business, you just want to be a better conversationalist. Learning from Helen is a great way to do it because she's going to teach you the fundamentals, not just of storytelling, but communication, as she mentioned earlier. So I'm going to highly encourage everyone watching to please connect with you. Visit helenharwoodsnell.com, get connected, take one of her classes. And I just want to say in closing, thank you so much, Helen Harwood Snell, for being a wow warrior for 2024. We salute you and we are so proud of you.
Thank you so much. My heart is so full.